Let's go to work. The tournament is on here in Worcester, Mass. Great to have you tuned in. And Downey stalking near side. Scott wanted it back up top. Now he's got it. Dusts it off. One-timer. That one's wide. And Trey Augustine leaves a talented lefty. Anaheim draft pick. Palm with it. Scott whips this one high and wide. Oh, that had some pepper on it from the blue line. Let's go flying in the center circle. Picked up, carried into the zone by Percival. Outnumbered here. Driving in for UConn. And a stop by Trey Augustine. Oh, he got pushed deep into his net, and the Spartans didn't like it.
Yeah, Percival just had a nice drive there to the net. And anytime you get near your goalie, especially someone like Augustine, again, you got to protect. And you see number 2, Geary, not quite getting on him, but Augustine in net just holds.
Spartans trying to get out and fly. Up the ice goes Charlie Stramel. First liner out there. Martone shoots, and a save by Muslik. That's the way to start the tournament in net, denying one of the best scorers in the country.
Yeah, and he's going to be key today. We power play in the league, and for Michigan State, they've got high-end talent. They've got a Hobie Baker, top 10 goalie, and I mentioned that power play 35% since January.
Chaos in front, puck bouncing around, and Muslik gets on top of it. I like that idea from Martone behind the cage.
Yeah, again, he's got vision. He's not just a power forward. He's moving that puck, and again, he's got some great teammates. Again, you see him behind.
Coward spot, and he's wearing the same number 22. Chance for the high slot. Glove save by Muslik. Burning shot by UConn, looking to wrap it around. Quick shot from an off angle. Trey Augustine had it closed off and stops Heaslip in front on a dangerous 1-T. Bounced in front. Oh, that was a funny hop, and Augustine was ready as Percival wants a piece of Geary.
Percival, nice tip there. It's chippy. You'd expect this in this.
Move well. Backhand flip by Leahy. Manisto scrapping for it in the slot. West keeps it in. Fires high and wide. UConn failed to break out.
Body,
and right back in with Martone. Can't sleep on the Spartans down low. Stramel out front. Shot. Deflect into the zone. Huskies back on top of it. Out of the corner. It's Blay through the traffic. Janvaria down low. This is where the Huskies like to operate. Blay, bouncing puck, nearly got it back. Long rebound, deflected near. Tapped off the skate of Trey Augustine. Sticks go flying again behind the cage. Off the sidewall, Russell. Lost out to Anthony Elaine Samaki, youngest player on the ice at 18. Muldowney kick save it a beauty. Score! Tabor Heaslip on the rebound for UConn. The grinder from Frisco, Texas, sets the tone for the Huskies. 1-0 lead over the top seed in the regional.
Yeah, just a great play again. You see a nice headman pass, and Joey Muldowney gets that, and nice drives wide, takes a shot, and it's the rebound. Again, Heaslip driving the net wide. Good things happen when you put the puck on net, especially at that angle. You know it's going to come out in front. And again, the senior forward, Tabor Heaslip, has a big goal of his career here. Put it blocked by Ralph.
Ralph's had a couple blocks here in the first period. Scott to Blay. Cross ice underneath the stick of Tattle, who practicing 4 days a week in college hockey. 47 seconds to go on the UConn advantage. Downey, cross ice. Oh, what a save by Augustine! That was dead set for the back of the net, and Augustine robbed Blay.
What a beautiful look. Great puck. That's what he does in his free time.
Fantastic for the national team. Fantastic for Michigan. Outside the post, inches away from a 2-0 lead. Janvaria, good feed, shot, blocked again. Got through to Augustine off a deflection, and now unit dialed up. Thanks to Porter Martone, who makes it all go. Stramel clicked one off a skate in front. Daniel Russell goes charging into the corner. Very skilled, blends well with the Stars. First Ike, then Porter. High and wide again by Martone. Good pressure up high. Tattle throwing his weight around. MSU evades it. Walked right in front. Score! What a spectacular goal for the Spartans! Riker Lee with a trick shot on the power play. Spin that stick. It's 1-1.
Riker Lee, the first-round draft pick from Nashville. Everyone says he's the funniest on the team. I think he's the craftiest. Look at him. Again, he grabs that puck. This is a single-person effort. He just has a nice pull move. And you see Muslik thinking he's going to draw a pull across, so he starts to move lateral. He gets his stick out, expecting him to...
Muslik so well protected in the first period. Lots of action on the other end. Ralph off a deflection, nearly jammed in at the top of the house by Jerome. Waning seconds in the first period. Good one brewing in Worcester. One last chance. And the horn sounds before the shot comes through. Diving effort by Joey Muldowney in the closing moments. Tabor Heaslip opened the scoring for UConn, and then Riker Lee with an answer on the power play. 1-1 thanks to Riker Lee.
Yeah, and again, we talked about the nerves in a big game like this. Look, Michigan State is an outstanding...
Absolute robbery, and that's how we're all knotted up at one apiece. Second period underway here at the DCU Center. Crap period. Turning on that first line with Stramel out there as well. In the slot, Martone knocked down. Chases his own rebound. Keeps it moving for Michigan. Right up there with the big dogs.
They're so good. The Big Ten regular season champs.
Tattle offloads. Diving effort by Geary again. He's made some awesome defensive plays early. Season in collegiate sports. Nobody's really a freshman at this point anymore, Angela, after 6 months.
Yeah, and Nightingale's talking to him yesterday.
And here's a penalty coming on Michigan State. Muslik got knocked down and took the net out. Spartans going back to the box for the 4th time in this game, and it's getting chippy.
Yeah, Muslik standing up, which is good. He's okay. Probably a little shook from that, and again, that's one temper.
Some good students as well.
Great.
Now here's a breakaway chance for Daniel Russell. Off to the races on Muslik. Lost it. Penalty coming. Interrupted from behind by Carlin Dezane. The speed of Daniel Russell there, shorthanded, creating some chaos. And boy, he got his feet moving quick.
And that's why we're going to the P.
Daniel Russell for MSU. Stopped by Muslik. Biggest moment of the game for the senior from New Jersey.
Yeah, great pull move, but Muslik sees it all the way. Again, he follows that puck. Just gets his pads down quickly. It looks like he was going, Russell was trying to go 5-hole. Again, doesn't quite get it. Muslik is nice and centered to that puck. And again, there's no rebounds on penalty shots.
So much about all the future pro talent for MSU. This is still a young group. Stramel dangles and lost the puck into the corner. Right-handed kids are Blackhawks fans. All those years in Chicago at Northwestern. Wants to see some more Wings fans in Michigan. Kicked away by Muslik, falls down on top of the puck and keeps it out of the cage. Wow.
Yeah, Muslik's smart just to, he knew it was under him, just to smother it, even on his back. Again, those are the instincts of a goalie that you need. We talked before the break about Tyler Muslik again. He's 16 goals again.
Between the 1 seed Michigan State and the 4 seed Connecticut. I'm Kevin Gale with the gold medalist. Angelo Ruggiero, big chance out of nowhere off a turnover, then a glove save. Wow, Trey Augustine again in the clutch.
Augustine is just coming up big, again, proving why he's got all those accolades. Again, a nice shot.
Is it down below the goal line? Tight spaces there from one knee. Pressed up the wall by Gardula. Who's puck in the slot? MSU carries it out. Martone in no hurry here.
I like his patience on the ice.
Now a chance for Shouty. Cross ice, score! Porter Martone right on cue. Extra ice, looks nice for the #2 goal scorer in D1. Porter Martone has his 25th of the year.
Here's another look again. There was a turn. We just talked about Porter Martone just flipping it in again. He's nice and patient. Again, number 22 grabs, passes it over to Shouty, and he gets himself open And just a beautiful open, again, a bad turnover by UConn, and a beautiful.
Good puck battle there, won by Shouty, assistant captain and senior. Shot again, wide of the target.
And he's been touted. There's always a lot of pressure on high draft picks like that, but he's been able to develop and deliver this year.
What a pass to Richard, waits off Augustine and missed the target. Bigger than his size at 5'9". He's had a great game with an assist. Manisto, shorthanded chance, rips it right into the gut of Muslik. Gives him a little ice shaving.
You gotta love that when you're killing a penalty, you're able to get a shot off and generate a face-off in the offensive zone. Again, just standing up at the blue line, that's what I love. They're not, Michigan State isn't backing down. They're not letting any zone entry, and again.
To the power play, deflected again, kept in the zone. One-timer, the outside of the net. Refed all the way back around to Richard. The leg of Trey Augustine. Spartans dodging some bullets here. Deflected in front and clutched again by Augustine. Chase for him. In tight, Romani tries to jam it in on the wrap. Covered by Muslik as bodies go flying in front.
Romani had just a point-blank opportunity right in front, way to get himself open. Played in the OHL last season, his coach said he had to speed up his pace this year. He's got his stick is super elite. And he's super coachable, and again, creating some good opportunities.
That makes it 2-1 Spartans after 40 minutes.
Just a quick look at Charlie Stramel, number 15 there, going wide, getting hit against the boards. Didn't look too bad of a hit, but again, we took a look at him on the bench. And
hard to absorb turnovers like that in the NCAA tournament. Gave Michigan State its first lead, and we are back to work in Worcester. Great to have you tuned in. Last year they knew they were in, not this year. Here's a great feed that goes high and wide. Blistering shot by Romani, who dialed things up in the second period. Romani feeds.
I love it, though. We've got, you know, players coming in from the Canadian Hockey League. Obviously, the transfer portal puts a little bit more pressure on these players.
Here in the third. Percival feeds ahead. On the back check, Leahy for MSU. Pushed it against the back wall. Mo Downey frees it up. Scott loosens it up. Richard pushes it back in for UConn. Caught out of the air by Richard. Now some space. Good feed, down low, Tattle walks it to the doorstep, and Augustine, I'm not sure he ever froze it. Puck was free, but the whistle sounds.
Just a great puck movement play there by number 19. Jake Richard again comes around. You can't see him in the screen, but he gives it to Ryan.
Visible pain near the end of the second period.
That was just commenting his puck movement, his ability to move his feet too.
Good job by Augustine to keep.
Play defense. When you know you have a goal, you're able to jump into the play a little more, and Basgal confirmed that. They jump in, they try to end Defensive Player of the Year with 2 penalties. I asked him how.
Oh, nearly pawed in.
With that kind of swagger, I mean, they're a good team.
Richard into the zone with Muldowney, kicked away by Trey Augustine. Muldowney has gone. D-to-D pass. Down low. Shouldered away by Muslik. Basgal swimming over the top of it. Now a shot.
Actually had to change, and they're on the far bench. The play's been in the offensive zone the whole time.
Some space for West. Nearly jammed it through the 5-hole, and down it goes for UConn. UConn back on top. No. Manisto to Stramel. Missed it high and wide. Golden opportunity missed by Michigan State.
Stramel point blank. It came off of the effort, though. The second line, again, putting so much pressure on UConn's defense.
Relentless from the Spartans. Van Sagi's shot didn't go through, and UConn has just got to get this out.
Let's see what they can do on a set play.
0 for 5 with a man advantage in this game. Now 6 on 5. UConn needs it off the draw. Just missed. A moonshot from Van Sagi, and a near second chance here. Spartans circling. 17 seconds to go. Richard gains the zone. Chased by Ralph. Spartans have it. 10 seconds to go. Manisto can't get it out. Tattle feeds out front. Augustine closed it off. And MSU survives. Trey Augustine gets the win in net. Michigan State moving on to the Worcester Regional Final after this 2-1 dogfight with the Huskies from UConn. Wow.
You got to give credit to UConn for bringing it today, for out-shooting Michigan State University, but the name of the game, the clutch player, Trey Augustine. Last chance of the game here. You see Tuttle just throwing it in front, and a point-blank opportunity from Jake Richard. See his stick right there. He's on his forehand too. He got a little piece of it. And again, what Coach Adam Nightingale said is he reads play so well. It's his hockey smarts, his hockey IQ. Again, able to get right behind Matt Basgall for that point-blank opportunity. What a play by Trey Augustine, player of the game in my opinion.
Augustine with a career high